Hey everybody, it's Shauna Joe coming to you today from the offices of ERA Brokers Consolidated. I am getting tons of questions about when the market's going to burst, when the bubble's going to burst, when the market's going to fail, and I just thought I'd address some of the scuttlebutt that's out there. It's kind of really like Chicken Little, sky is falling all around, and here's what I know, that maybe it'll put a little bit of a different perspective in your minds. Maybe it'll put your minds at ease just a little bit. I was here for the big boom and the big crash, 2004 through 2009. And I have ridden and studied market trends and real estate cycles for my this month it's 19 years in the business. I love this industry. And there are a couple of things that are similar about our market today and what was happening back in 2004, 2005. And you see it. You see all of the new construction that's around and house prices continuing to increase. And that's made people a little bit nervous. But here's what's really different this time. In 2004, 2005, Washington County's typical appreciation of somewhere between 8 and 11% skyrocketed to over 20% one year and over 30% the following year. That is so unhealthy and really not sustainable. And we saw that happening nationwide, and that's part of what fed into the big real estate downturn that we had here in Washington County. So how does that compare to now? Well, these days we're appreciating 12 and 13%. Needs a little correction, but not a massive correction. And that's what we're seeing happening in our market right now, a slight correction, a return to stability. Also back in 2004, 2005, we had a lot of people who were buying homes that were not the end users. Investors who were buying homes and holding them for a few months and reselling them for a profit. And investors who would go into a subdivision and buy up 10 and 12 homes in the subdivision with the intention of either flipping them or renting them out. And what we're seeing now is end users being the ones who are doing most of the purchasing. There are some investors, there's some good investments out there, but that's not the bulk of what's happening. And I guess the long story short, or the real key indicator for me, is that we now have, because of lending restrictions that came about after the crash, we now have fewer people who've been able to buy homes in the last 10 years. But we have this same number of people aging into and cycling into being buyers. And what all of that means is that we have years and years and years worth of pent-up buyers and not a sufficient supply of homes to meet that need. So we have more demand than supply. And you're not going to see a market transition until we have more supply than demand. And here in Washington County, we're nowhere near that yet. We're still in a strong seller's market. That market is correcting a little bit, returning to stability, but I don't predict any crashes coming anytime soon. If you want to know how this market is affecting the real estate that you own or that you hope to own soon, give me a call and we can talk about the specifics for you. But for today, I just really wanted to let you know the sky is not falling. It's a good, strong, healthy market here and returning to even more stability and more health. And that's my update for St. George Real Estate or Southern Utah Real Estate. Please call me if you have any questions. I'd love to help with whatever needs you have. That's all for now. Bye-bye.